Gray gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
On a big swing there from Markakis. He didn't get it to make it strike 2.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
And if you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Here's Kelly Johnson. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Good swing by Johnson, but he still comes up empty, 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Nick Swisher will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
The 0-1. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Alonso will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stephen Vogt strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Catcher, Stephen Vogt.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. To first. Freeman's got it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting 6th, designated hitter, Billy Butler.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the right-handed hitting Billy Butler. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He didn't even want to swing at this pitch. You see him try to hold up, but it winds up working out for him.
Danny Valencia takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Low for ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
And with his stuff, guys will chase the slider. They'll chase the curveball, but they're not going to chase that fastball. He's got to put that thing a little closer to the zone.
He's running towards second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. There you see Yonder Alonso. He waits next. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Here's Yonder Alonso. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Hung that one out there a bit, but it's a called strike. 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. A.J. Pierzynski will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Striding into the box, Jace Peterson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Peterson.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Number 2, Michael Bourne.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Burns on the run. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Bourne's got a full head of steam going. Look at him fly. He's headed for 3rd. And they will not get this speedy Bourne. He's got a triple.
Both outfielders with a long run to try and get to this thing, but neither of them can get there as it's going to wind up one hopping the wall. That man decides he's going to turn it on and try and get to 3rd. He'll do it easily.
Here's Ender Inciarte. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from 3rd base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Here's Eric Ibar now. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
lifted the other way to left center. Burns is in pursuit. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 1 and the A's nothing. Leading off the inning, Marcus Semien, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Marcus Semien.
First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Billy Burns will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and the A's have grabbed a 2-1 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Shed.
Here's Jed Lowry now. To short, hit hard. There's Ibar. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Digging in to try it again, Josh Reddick. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. And he lays off for ball 1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Sent on the ground out to second. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. With Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning for Atlanta. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, pretty healthy hack. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Davis going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Boy, he just basically went up and tomahawked that thing. Take a look at where this pitch is. That's not an easy pitch to stay on top of, but somehow he managed to do it, and now he's standing out there on second base right now as a result. Well, he should be laughing about that one.
Here's Kelly Johnson, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Gray sets. 1-0 on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Lowry's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
So stepping in, Nick Swisher, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped high in the air. Valencia is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Oakland is on top in this one, 2-1. Stephen Vogt is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Catcher, Stephen Vogt.
And he lays off there 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
He's around first on his way to second now. And he will get in there safely with a double to start the home fourth.
The designated hitter, number 16.
Billy Butler steps in now.
Butler.
First delivery to him on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. No one out with a runner at second. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Well, when you have a guy like Country Breakfast in the middle of your lineup, you're going to see some big bombs and timely hitting. Let's see what he can do right here.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And this is taken there by Butler. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Well, in that situation, you'd love to be able to get that guy up to third base with just 1 out. But this is a swing and miss type of pitcher on the mound, so you knew he'd be going for the strikeout, and he winds up getting it.
Danny Valencia will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Markakis looks up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and the A's open it up 4-1 now.
Normally, you hope to get a bit of movement when you throw that 2-seam fastball, but you can see there, this pitch winds up straight as a string. He just unloads on it there.
Now batting, first baseman, Yonder Alonso.
Here's Yonder Alonso. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
Hit out towards second. There's Peterson. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He singled his last time up. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Ready on 1-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Another good inning for the A's. Maybe the best fans in baseball right there, and they're loving it at the 5 and dime. More from the East Bay right after this. Leading off the inning, A.J. Pierzynski, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
And Pierzynski can't come up with that one. It's 0-2 now. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
And this is a spot where, to me, you don't need to play home run derby here. I mean, if your last name is Pujols or Fielder, maybe. But for a guy like this, you just try to get on base and give your guys a chance to drive you in.
In now, Jace Peterson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Oh, yeah, that one's going to sting a little bit. This pitch is coming hard in on him, and you can see he's way late getting that barrel through. So as it turns out, he's going to get more distance on the barrel of that bat than he does on the baseball.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hard liner toward short. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Down in order go the Braves. They trail it 4-1. Billy Burns comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Tehran's ready. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the 3rd base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Inciarte on the move, and they can't run it down. Swing and a looper to left. Inciarte comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the 1st out.
The batter, number 8, 2nd baseman, Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And that misses for ball 1. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
And he'll cruise into the bag at 2nd with a 1-out double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. A hit start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Josh Reddick We'll try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on it.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. On his way to pitch number 75. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Grounded up the first baseline. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
With the runner at third, 2 away, I think they're just being awfully careful right here.
3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producers swinging the bat. It's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. The A's strand 1, but they lead it 4-1. Ender Inciarte will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. Burns has a beat on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop.
Well, you always want to be aggressive at the plate, but my goodness, look at that ball to strike ratio so far. These guys are swinging at everything. I mean, everything.
Eric Ibar will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Gray into his motion. 0-1 on its way. And Ibar swings through that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
One run on 3 hits and no errors so far for Atlanta. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Vogt's got it, and the throw to first is there to record the 2nd out.
First baseman, number 5.
Freddie Freeman ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Lowry's got it. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the A's 4 and the Braves 1. Stephen Vogt will stand in to start things for Oakland in their half of the 6th.
Catcher, Stephen Vogt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Bourne to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And a good bounce back from 0-2. It's a leadoff double.
The designated hitter, number 16.
Billy Butler ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to left center field. Bourne going back at the track. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Danny Valencia will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And another foul ball. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score.
Nope, that's a ball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Well, this is due justice for the guy on the mound. He probably should have had the strikeout on the last pitch, but, you know, at the plate, you got to know you're not going to get that pitch called a ball twice in a row.
Here's Yonder Alonso. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Hit hard down the line. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Line drive to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Well, nothing will put a smile on your manager's face quite like a 2-out RBI. Well, things weren't looking good. He looked like he was going to get stranded out there, but he comes through to drive him home.
Marcus Semien steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Liner towards second, and that'll get down for a base hit. Billy Burns will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Looking to minimize the damage here. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Bourne moves over, and the inning is over. A's have to settle for just the 1. We're through 6 full. The A's lead this one 5-1. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Sometimes when your offense hasn't really been able to put a whole lot together, this can be all it takes to get you started. Now you've got the leadoff man on base. You force the starter into the stretch right away, and things can maybe take off from here.
Here's Kelly Johnson. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole, 0-1. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both the left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there. Now he continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Nick Swisher will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances.
Well, Matt, so much of hitting is being able to make the necessary adjustments, and he needs to make one here.
First offering on its way. And that misses, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. A.J. Pierzynski digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they found him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. That misses, 1-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 5-1. Jed Lowry steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Teron gets the sign. First pitch on the way. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Well, the guy you see right there calling the shots has opted to roll with his starter here to begin his half of the 7th.
And that pitch count is a concern, so he may get the chance to finish this inning off and then call it a night.
Right fielder.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Now a swing and a fly ball. Inciarte sprinting after it and taking it out there for the first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Chris Davis will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch. Yeah, that was always going to be a tough play right there. This gets on him so quick. If he finds a way to snare it, then it's going to be a double play. Instead, they've got something going now with 2 men on.
Stepping in now, Stephen Vogt. Now both runners on the move. Hit down the third baseline. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
And, you know, this was not one of those 3-2 start the runners kind of a deal. This looked like a straight double steal, or maybe even a hit and run thrown in there. And it's going to wind up at least a partial success for these guys because the runners...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A's strand a couple. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Jace Peterson will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he pops it up back behind second base. And Lowry will look this one in for the first out.
Now batting.
There's a look at how we got to where we are. A's leading this one here in Oakland as we draw nearer to the finish line. Michael Bourne. This one's flared out toward left. Davis is under it. 2 down.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Ender Inciarte will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Gray's ready. Here it comes. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Burns giving chase, and that retires the side. Braves retired on just 4 pitches. They're down here 5-1. Danny Valencia digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Third baseman, Danny Valencia.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. What do you guys think the plan is here to start the 8th inning?
Well, I'd bet they'll let him go until he gives up a base runner, and then after that, I think you've got to make a move.
A quick out number one.
Baseman, Yonder Alonso.
Yonder Alonso gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Marcus Semien digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
And he drops it.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what the issue on this play was. He doesn't have too far to go to get this thing, and it looked like the ball was right in his sights the entire way, but it just didn't want to stick in his glove. Maybe he should take the trampoline out of his glove.
Into the box, Billy Burns, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Grounded to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They're up 5-1. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Striding in to start the 9th, Eric Ibar, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
High pop-up. Valencia is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the 9th inning for a pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 away.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or 2. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Freddie Freeman will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little roller toward the hole. On to first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Into the seats, 0-1. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2, and the Braves now are down to their final strike.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ballgame, all you need is base runners.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Kelly Johnson Stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
And now you got to regroup after the two-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. Bounce towards the second baseman. Barehanded by Lowry. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The A's are victorious here, 5-1. Good night from Oakland.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For Atlanta, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Sonny Gray. The loss goes to Julio Teheran. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.